Hey everybody, I'm going to tell you a little story about the one time I wanted to walk out of an opera in preparation for this week's Live in HD of Phillip Glass's Akhenaten. I'm going to disclaimer and say that I actually love Phillip Glass music, and I will often have it on while I'm working or I need to focus on something because it's sort of pulsing, hypnotic sort of vibe that you get from his work. It helps to focus sometimes. It sort of occupies your mind on sort of one level so that it's free to think on another level. It's hard to, maybe some psychiatrist could tell me what that is, but the sound of it kind of occupies the part of your mind that would go getting distracted. It kind of numbs it in a way so that the part of your mind who wants to be creative and get things done can get on with it. So I actually enjoy Phillip Glass music and will have it on. I also find it very relaxing. Now, it has to be said that that sort of pulsing, hypnotic, repetitive music can also be sleep-inducing when you're in a darkened theater. So this Saturday, when Phillip Glass's Akhenaten is live in HD, I hope to enjoy it, but I will not be surprised if I fall asleep. So I will not be bothered because I believe that it is quite a slow-paced opera, and I don't think I'll miss anything if I have a little, really music-induced relaxation. And there'll be popcorn, so I will go. But the one time I went to a Phillip Glass opera, I wanted to walk out. It's the only time in my life I ever wanted to walk out of anything. The opera was Hydrogen Jukebox, and the really sweet, meaningful thing in that, Phillip Glass and the poet in question, who I can't remember his name at this moment, they met, out in the world, and they were like, hey, we should take some of your poetry and put it to some of my music and make an opera together. And that all sounds like well and good, but when you see this thing, it's like the beautiful poetry is being slammed against a wall of music, and neither sort of respects or goes with the other. There's different parts of the poetry, some is political, some is about his childhood, some is about relationships, some is about travel and the world. But instead of having sections that actually made any sense at all, it's just chaos, it jumps around from subject to subject. And then there was bad dancing in addition to the sort of poetry being slammed against music and the chaos and bad dancing. So we wanted to escape like bad, but there was no intermission and there was no way to slip out because we were in a row. I love Phillip Glass music, okay? So, and it's a similar situation to what we're dealing with right now, where everybody is like, oh, this opera is so cool and wonderful, and everybody's really excited about it. It was sold out that day that we wanted to escape it. And everybody was saying how wonderful it was. And I don't get it. I don't get it. So I have high hopes for Akhenaten. I read a little bit of the history of Akhenaten. If you go on Wikipedia, you can learn all kinds of stuff. And at the very least, I'm hoping that it will be a soothing musical experience with popcorn, and it will not be something that I want to run out of the room on. That's my hope. So 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Akhenaten, this Saturday at your local movie theater. You can go to fathomevents.com to see what theater is near you. Hopefully you've got one. And Raina is asking, which opera did I want to run out on? Hydrogen Jukebox, to be avoided at all costs. And I hope you will join me live in HD. Okay, every November, the Met has a modern opera, and I miss it because I get involved in Thanksgiving preparations. But this year, I want to make an effort to get there because I always regretted not getting to the one about Gandhi. I can't even pronounce it, but it's it's this thing in my head that I wish I hadn't missed that. So I am going to be there Saturday. and I hope you will too, and we can talk about it later. Everybody have a great afternoon.